Today on the show, we're going to be talking about my experiences on the red carpet of the Oscars. We're going to talk about my reactions to the winners of the Academy Awards. Should they have won? Should they not have won? But first, we're going to do an Audible ad.
Oh no!
Oh no, book review.
Not an Audible ad. I hate books.
I know. Unfortunately, I don't. I love books, and I recently listened to The Stranger Beside Me by Ann Rule, and it is a true crime book about the serial killer Ted Bundy. And amazingly enough, this woman, Ann Rule, who wrote this book, not only did she happen to be a true crime writer, she also happened to be friend of Ted Bundy. That's right, this woman knew this guy before it came out that he was a serial killer, and they were totally friends. And so this book in particular is really, really interesting.
Why are you reading about serial killers?
They're just so terrifying and fascinating, and it's like there's no real answer of why they're like this, and I don't know. I've always really liked true crime stuff, like here and there. Like, I don't know, I'm kind of into it, so I don't really talk about it, but I like it. I've read a few Ann Rule books in my day.
Okay, where do we get it? What do we have to do? How much is it?
All right, so if you are a new member to Audible, you can go on audible.com/comicbookgirl to get 1 free month. You get a free book, so you could listen to The Stranger Beside Me or whatever else you want if you're not a sicko and you like listening about serial killers.
Why do we have to do Audible ads?
Well, Audible sponsors our show, which helps us make more episodes, so that's a big plus. You know, that's cool. Plus, it's a book review, for God's sake. It's not like a fucking commercial for Doritos. Like, give me a break.
Ooh, you should do Doritos.
Doritos has not approached me, all right? So, but all you have to do, my favorite thing is I listen to it on my phone. You can download it. There's an app. It's so easy to deal with. Like, oh my gosh. And personally, I just
Time's up.
I went to Indiana Comic-Con and I had to go on a plane ride, and like Audible was super awesome for the plane ride because you know you're bored on a plane and you don't want to watch a stupid movie they have going on.
I'm bored right now.
Oh my God. Okay, audible.com/comicbookgirl to get your free book today.
Or don't. I don't care.
Or don't. You don't have to listen to any of the 150,000 titles that you could listen to.
Good. I'm not gonna.
Well, I am. You know, honestly, and this is not bullshit, I started listening to Audible because of the Audible ads. I was like, oh, I gotta do this, I'm gonna do an ad for it. But I legitimately use this. Like, I've got like all these books that I've read. Yeah, no, it's really great because it helps you like listen and shit better. I don't know, it's a really positive experience. So definitely check it out. Audible.com. I'm here at the 87th Annual Academy Awards covering the red carpet. Hopefully tonight we can get some good interviews with anybody. I'll take whatever I can get.
So did you enjoy yourself on the red carpet of the 87th Academy Awards without me?
I totally enjoyed myself. I had the best time. I have a lot of really great moments and experiences to share with you. Where do we begin?
I don't know, but make this quick. I got a thing.
So we were dead last on the red carpet. That was pretty awesome. But I was like, it was perfect. It was perfect. It was the perfect place to start for me.
Are you better than everyone else now or what?
Well, this is my second red carpet that I've ever done. So it's kind of like out of the frying pan into the fire. You know, one of the biggest red carpets you can do. I did on my second one. So it was a little intimidating, but I think I did pretty good. It's like the whole thing about it, it's like really weird. Like you have to like yell at these celebrities, you know, try to get them like come over to you. And like, it's kind of weird because you kind of feel awkward about just like yelling at them because you don't want to like bother them, you know, because they're celebrities and you're like respect them. But at the same time, it's like you got to get some stuff for your channel.
Well, maybe if you brought me, I could have yelled.
Yeah,
hey, Brad Pitt, get your ass over here.
All right.
Hey, come here.
Well, actually, they weren't there. They did not show up to the Oscars.
Whatever.
So.
You know, I'm just making an example.
Well, I mean, you have to wear a tux when you go, and they don't make robot tuxes, so.
More robot bias in the world.
And it was raining. You don't need to go out in the rain. We've done that before. It's a huge mistake. I don't know if you remember the last time. Your memory might have been wiped.
I'm not waterproof. I know.
Yeah, so maybe next time, robot.
Okay, starting off, Best Picture. The winner was Birdman. Do you agree or disagree?
I do agree that Birdman totally should have won Best Picture. Obviously, I talked about it in my BMAs and gave it a Best Picture award, so yes.
All right, Best Actress winner was Julianne Moore for Still Alice. Do you agree or disagree?
I did see Still Alice, and I totally agree. She killed it in that role. Julianne Moore was amazing, and she totally deserved it. And that was like the most saddest, terrifying movie I've ever seen. It's like my nightmare come to life.
Best Supporting Actor was J.K. Simmons for Whiplash. Do you agree or disagree?
I think this one's universal. Everybody is excited that J.K. Simmons won for Best Supporting. I mean, that's like undisputed. Like, he totally deserved it. He totally got it, and it was amazing. And I totally got to take a selfie with him, so that was awesome on the night that he won.
Well, you're so special, aren't you?
Has Marvel called you about coming back as J. Jonah? Because no one else is going to be able to do that.
Best Animated Movie. The winner was Big Hero 6. Do you agree or disagree?
I disagree on Big Hero 6. Unfortunately, the Lego Movie wasn't nominated at all, so I guess I can't say that. But I recently saw Big Hero 6 on a plane, and it was just okay. Sorry, guys.
So what do you think should have won?
Lego Movie. I rewatched Lego Movie lately, too, and I'm just like, this movie is so good. It's so on point. It has so many amazing messages. The writing is great. The animation is great. The voice acting is great. There's amazing jokes in it. I mean, it's just fantastic. I just don't...
Well, why do you think that they got snubbed?
I don't know. I feel like there has to be some sort of drama around it. Like, somebody must have pissed somebody off because, you know, as every industry is, Hollywood is also very political. So, I mean, somebody could have just slept with somebody's wife and then they didn't get nominated. Who knows, you know?
Best Visual Effects winner was Interstellar.
I totally agree that Interstellar should have won Best Visual Effects. This category had a lot of really great nominations. You had Planet of the Apes and the Captain America movie and Guardians of the Galaxy, and all of those movies had really great special effects, but this one just took it over the edge, man. I mean, it's like they had like all these NASA scientists working on, you know, how a black hole would work. It took them forever to like render this thing. I mean, it was just like out of control, the stuff that they were doing. Again, they're pushing the limits in art. They're pushing the boundaries. They're doing new things, innovative things. And yeah, I mean, anytime you do something new and you take it to the next level, you deserve to win an award, in my opinion. I mean, fuck, did you see that movie? Did you see that movie going through the wormhole? I was like, wow! Like, I'm sure when they put out the Blu-ray, there will be all sorts of behind-the-scenes, crazy documentaries telling you all about it, and you will, like, crap your pants because you're going to be like, holy shit, I had no idea that it was this much work. Making movies is hard, guys. I know they make it look easy, but it's, like, really hard. I know I talk about practical effects a lot, but that doesn't mean I don't appreciate computer-generated images. I love them when they're used correctly and in the right way. They're a tool in the toolbox, and every tool should be used. And man, they really just used the fuck out of this tool in this movie.
All right, the Best Production Design award went to Grand Budapest Hotel. Do you agree or disagree?
I totally agree that Grand Budapest Hotel should have won Best Production Design. That movie was just a treat to look at. I mean, every single shot just has the best coloring and costumes and lighting, and they had all these amazing miniatures, and like it was just, you could tell that they had a lot of fun making this movie. And I mean, Wes Anderson, like he just always like makes sure to just have really visually pleasing movies that are just like little treats for the eyeballs. Like it's just so nice being in his world. We also totally called this on our BMAs, so props to us. You know, we called it art direction, it's a little bit the same thing. This is the same thing.
The next winner was for Best Adapted Screenplay, and the winner was Imitation Game. Why are the two screenplay categories?
Okay, so there are two screenplay categories. You have Best Adapted, which is based off of something else, like a book or a play or an experience or something. Then you have Best Original, which isn't based on anything else, it's just its own thing. So for Best Adapted Screenplay, The Imitation Game, I'm glad The Imitation Game won an award because that'll help people to go see it, and then they'll learn about Alan Turing and what happened to him, because I feel like it is really important for people to realize like what happened to Alan Turing and like how ridiculous our society is and how we're terrible to geniuses and gay people and things like that. It's just like we just really don't treat people the way that we should, especially governments in particular. So it's like love them and leave them, you know, use them up and leave them dry. Even though I'm glad that it won an award, I feel like maybe Whiplash, I would have rather seen Whiplash win. I really enjoyed that movie more, the screenplay, because it got me to care about the characters more. I felt like in The Imitation Game, they were trying to put like 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag, you know? It's such a complicated story with so many moving parts, and it didn't quite tell the story in, I think, maybe the best way that they could have.
So you would have picked Whiplash. Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
But definitely go check out The Imitation Game if you haven't already. I know a lot of people aren't really going out to see it. You know, it's not as big as some of the other ones, but it's totally worth your time to, like, find out about this man who, like, invented the computer, essentially, and, like, cracked this code in World War II and helped us, like, win over the Nazis, and then how he was just, like, cast aside and, like, chemically castrated and lost his brain because, you know, he got caught, like, hanging out with a dude, you know, romantically.
And the winner for Best Makeup went to Grand Budapest Hotel. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree with Grand Budapest Hotel winning for Best Makeup and Hair. Everybody looked fantastic in that movie. It was on point. Plus, it was also like taking place in the past and in the present. So you had all these different type of like looks and hairstyles and makeup styles that you had to do. So, and everybody just looked like a little cupcake. You know, everybody was so cute. Even the evil characters I found very charming. So yeah, but I will say this. I did get to talk to Bill Corso, who was nominated for Foxcatcher for Best Hair and Makeup. He came up to me at the red carpet and he told me that he loved my hair and makeup, which was really, I wish that I had gotten him to say that into the camera and been like, can you say this to my dad? But also, I will say, I just saw Foxcatcher recently, and the makeup that he did on Steve Carell in that was amazing. It was flawless, seamless, that crazy nose he gave him. He made him look so old and like, really great stuff.
How was Foxcatcher?
Foxcatcher is the true story of John DuPont, who was this really crazy rich guy, and he may or may not have been like a closeted homosexual who had like really fucked up ideas and like couldn't like, you know, he was all weird about it. So like instead of like actually just being true to who he was and just like doing that, he decided to just pretend like he was straight and then have a wrestling team come in, and then he was like doing this weird stuff with the wrestling team because he wanted to like grapple with other men. I don't know, it's a whole thing, but he ends up killing one of the wrestlers. I mean, this is a true story. He ended up dying in prison. Like, it was super nuts. So I actually really enjoyed Foxcatcher. I would highly recommend going to go see it. So what happens when you're doing interviews with the red carpet is that you'll have publicists for these people that go around and they'll have a little sign saying, do you want to talk to this person who's nominated for this thing, right? And so a lot of the writers, like, nobody wants to interview them. They like, people only want to interview like stars and celebrities and stuff like that. So like, even though these people are nominated for an Academy Award, they can't get anyone to interview them. And so there was the writer of Foxcatcher, and he was holding his own sign and he was looking really sad, like, nobody wants to interview me. And I was like, come over here, I'll interview you. So I did a little short interview with him, even though I hadn't seen the movie yet, which I totally felt kind of guilty about. But you know what? I helped a brother out.
The winner of Best Editing was Whiplash. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree with Best Editing for Whiplash. That movie was edited so tightly and perfectly, and they had all this like really crazy syncopated like jazz music going on, and they were like editing to this like crazy music all the time and like all these weird cuts. It was great. It was super great, especially compared to the other nominations too. I really feel like Whiplash totally deserved Best Editing. It's one of those things that not a lot of people understand what goes into editing or what it even really means, but it's super important for your film, and I think that they just totally knocked it out of the park with this one. Tom Cross, big ups to you. Best Editing, Whiplash, totally deserves it. What movies tonight are you really excited about? Who do you want to see win tonight?
My favorite American film probably is Whiplash,
Yeah.
although others I like.
Best Cinematography went to Birdman. What's his name?
So, Emmanuel Lubezki won for Birdman Cinematography. I totally agree with this one. This guy is like the cream of the crop. He won last year for Gravity. So yeah, this guy is like kind of a big deal. This is his 7th nomination. And it's so funny, I was looking at the other things he was nominated for, and in 1995, his first nomination was for the movie A Little Princess, which I loved that movie when it came out. Like, I loved the cinematography in it. There was like some really weird stuff going on.
I wasn't even born back then.
Yeah, you were just starting to get put together. But I was cognizant, and I saw it, and I bought it on DVD. That's how much I like the movie. So, yeah, this guy is legit. The thing is like a lot of cinematography, you know, it's like you can say it's just to make the movie look prettier, but it's also to help tell the story a lot better. And I feel like with this seamless, no cuts situation going on in Birdman. It really adds to the tension of the movie, you know, and how things are just getting crazier and crazier and crazier. Like, the cinematography definitely pushed this movie to like the next level, because this movie could have been filmed a lot of different ways, but this way in particular was really difficult to do. They didn't have to do it this way, but it made it so much better, and it was so innovative. Now, as I said earlier, the Academy Awards is not a perfect process, and there were some films that I felt were really great that didn't get any nominations or any wins. Well, some of them got some nominations, but they didn't get any wins this year. There was Nightcrawler and Gone Girl. I really loved Gone Girl. I mean, it had a lot of really crazy competition this year, so I'm really sad to see that it didn't really win anything. Oh yeah, and Rise of the Planet of the Apes. That was also just a really amazing film. I was really blown away by it. I was not expecting it to be as amazing as it was. It was just fantastic.
What else happened?
Well, I got to meet my childhood dream crush, Jeff Goldblum. Oh my God, it was just a dream come true. He was in full Goldblum mode. He was so charming. He was exactly what I wanted, like exactly what you would think in your brain.
Hello, Tony. Yes, Zero. I saw Grand Budapest Hotel. Loved it. You guys were both amazing.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
He was totally receptive to it, though. He loved it. I mean, he was eating it up. He's like, yeah, oh, Jeff Goldblum, look at me. Like, he's just so cute. So yeah, I mean, The Fly, Independence Day, Jurassic Park. I mean, Dr. Ian Malcolm. I mean, when I was a little girl, like, you couldn't make somebody more attractive for me. Like, a rock star chaos mathematician that's like, whatever. I mean, did you see him with his shirt off? It looks amazing. So yeah, that was a dream come true.
It would be a dream come true if this segment will end for me.
I love Jeff Goldblum. I can't hide it.
Embrace the chaos.
And don't forget, right now we have Epic History X-Men Volume 1 on sale on Vimeo-On-Demand, and this is a documentary feature. The standards are way higher on this one. This video is very similar to our Epic History Game of Thrones series that we've done, so it's very involved. It's got a lot of all the details that you need to know to just like really get into it. So I'm really excited about it. I'm really, really proud of it, and I want to hear what you guys think. This is an hour-long documentary. It's totally worth it. You buy coffee for $5 at Starbucks. This is less than a coffee at Starbucks that you drink and it's done in 10 minutes. This is a documentary. It is premium content. I know a lot of you out there may have been upset because we haven't been putting out as many videos on YouTube, but that's because we've been working on this big project for the last 2 months. We've spent over 10 grand producing it. We've hired a bunch of people, and we're excited that our documentary is finally ready for you guys to see. So don't forget to go check it out on Vimeo-On-Demand. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching our Academy Awards, Oscars, red carpet video. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr. And